I'll show you the two different ways that I edge, and really it's up to you guys what's more comfortable, how tall you are, what kind of trimmer you have. While you're learning, it's gonna, you know, kind of, you'll be able to gauge and know just exactly how much string you need. Since this head spins counterclockwise, you want to go in that same direction, and the reason is that it's easier to follow, and also I've noticed that it'll throw any debris behind you. If you're working against that, a lot of times it's coming up right in your face. You want to always you want to find that edge, you know, and sometimes you can search a little bit with your string. You can search, and once you find it, then you have it. You don't want to be searching too far, then you're ruining your own grass and people's grass. So I'll show you how even how overgrown this is, how those two methods work. Try to keep it as close to the curb as you can, and you can go over it a couple times if you want. I'm gonna go over these a couple of times. All right, so the first way I'm going to show you that I like to edge is on the grass side, where you are in the grass and you're walking backwards, and of course this is taking a lot longer than edging should typically take. If this was edged weekly or even monthly, it wouldn't have taken this long. But I chose this piece of grass specifically to show you just you know, with how thick it was, how you could actually, you know, start, you know, your own edge without having a blade if you don't have a blade. And so that's, you know, this way, like I said, I was gonna go ahead and do it twice here, and you know, just to kind of you know, establish that line that I had, you know, started with that first pass. And just watch where you're going, and your arms will get steady as you do it more. So here's you know, it's kind of a topside view for you guys to see, and you know, I'm just, you know, trying to stay as steady as possible. You know, I started off by feeling out where the edge of that sidewalk was, and now I'm trying to kind of hug that. So trying to stay as close to that sidewalk as possible, trying to stay as up and down as I can, and not put too much of a slant on that edge. Sometimes I like to top the grass too a little bit like that. Sometimes it makes it look a little bit better as long as you don't get it too low. Just kind of make it even. I really like this way of edging, and I feel like the way I am, I'm able to put a better angle on the edge, and I think it looks better sometimes. All right, now this way you're still walking backwards, but you're on a hard surface, you're on a sidewalk, and I feel like this would be an easy one to start with. You just simply, you know, turn and try and get that right angle. I mean, get that perpendicular, that straight up and down line. You can, you know, feel out where the edge of that concrete is to get it as close as you can to that. Like I said, if you're starting out, I feel like this would be the easiest, but again, it just depends, you know, what type of weed eater you have. If you have any, you know, injuries, back injuries, arms, shoulders, whatever is more comfortable for you. I just you know, I would go ahead and do what's more comfortable and what helps you get the best results. And so here's that top side view again, kind of just showing you the difference between the two. Now string size, I'm using 0.095, and it's a little bit larger. So just look at the specs of your weed eater, and also when you're running, you'll be able to tell, you know, if you're getting low on string or if you have too much string. You'll start to, as you do this a lot more often, you'll start to be able to tell if it's starting to rev high and you're having to bring the head of the trimmer closer to the concrete. You're obviously, you know, the string's getting shorter. And of course you got to blow it off, make it look good. You know, kind of clean out that edge you just made. And the more you do this, like weekly, it's gonna be just a lot simpler, or a lot easier anyway. I actually just made this edge over here. Here's that other side. All right, so figure out what trimmer you have. It'll probably take a couple of different size strings. Make sure you have the right string. Make sure when you're trying to edge that you're not using too short a string. You can kind of hear when you're getting short. Make sure not too long, or it'll start waving and you'll get a whole bunch of little chops in the edge. Depending on how tall you are, any back injuries or shoulder injury, whatever it might be, pick the way that is, just kind of play around with it, whichever is going to be more comfortable for you. I would suggest, if I was starting out, I would suggest the standing on the sidewalk and turning your trimmer sideways, and then walking in the direction that your trimmer head is going. So find that out so that you're spitting all those rocks and debris behind you, not in your face. Wear safety glasses, and if you want, take off your trimmer guard. Things will also, be prepared if you do a lot of this, and there's gravel or anything in the cracks of your sidewalk. I've broken car windshields, back windshields. I've broken a lot of glass, not a lot, but more than I wanted to. So just be careful of that. The guard is there for a reason, but you can't really see when you're edging. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, like I said, it's redundant, but if you do have any questions or critiques, let me know. This is the Stihl FS 111 RX. This is what I have and what I prefer. I like this. This is about the length I would usually like to have it. I do not have the guard on. It's really hard to see what you're doing with the guard on, but I'm not the one that's telling you to take the guard off, because it also can protect you in cars. All right, I do it the old-fashioned way, and I'm not opposed to the quick feed ones, but what I do is I just get these even here, and of course for each trimmer it's gonna be a little bit different, and I just cut that right there. So I got 2 pieces of weedeater string. Now I do this both at a time. I know a lot of people just do it one at a time, but I'm gonna put one in here and one in here. And with Stihl and a lot of trimmers that I've used, it's gonna be this way. Is that you're gonna flip it and you're gonna go the opposite way. You're gonna start winding the opposite way that you put those in. And you can do it one at a time, or you can do it both at a time. I used to do this this way, and it's probably just as fast doing it one at a time too. Just keep winding it up. All right guys, so that's wound up. I'm gonna take this outside one, I'm gonna lock that one in there, and then I'm gonna come around the bottom one and get that one in there. And now with Stihl, you just put it right on there, and you twist and it will catch back there. Let's go ahead and get them through here. And then free it up, you're good to go. And that's a pretty good length. It might be a little long, but it'll trim down. So that's how I do that.